Hey beauties, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a soft brown eye and bold lips. Are you ready? Let's start with a bare face. Feel free to use any eye primer if you wish. Right now I'm using my blusher, mineral blusher for my transition color in the shade Seductive. And this is a blending brush. Clean the edges. Don't worry if it's not perfect. It's okay. You can clean it out later. Right now I'm using the Moodstruck Addiction Palette #1. This is the most versatile palette that they have out of the 5. Okay, let's start with the outer corner of the eye using the brown. I think it's in chipper shade, and I always do the other eye as well, so to see if it's balanced. Blend, 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 like 1/3 of your eye. Drag it slowly, but not all the way half. And then the inner corners as well, like so. And then this darker brown in the shade Forthright, just building the colors up, making them dark. Mainly using all browns. I didn't have the time to open my other palette, so I didn't use any black color for this look. Well, just keep on blending until it looks like that, and then use the Swanky and Brassy. They're the gold parts of the palette. Swanky first, because it's a little dark and it's a little bronze, more bronze than gold. If you have the sponge applicator, this is perfect for that, or you can use your fingers if you're more comfortable. Then on top of the Swanky, you can place the Brassy, and if you feel like you've had the right amount, you can blend it. This brush is nice, it's dual-ended. Now I'm using my eyebrow palette in the darkest shade to line my eyes, because this look we're not using any liquid eyeliner because we're aiming for a soft look, like a soft smoky brown. So this liner brush is very useful for that. It's also dual-ended, and I like this palette so much. I also use it, I'm using a crease brush. I'm using it as an eyeshadow as well. It's very pigmented. I like it. You don't really need a black color for this one. So just layer the color on the outer corners and the inner corners and blend. Now I'm using a gel liner to line the eyes, which later on I'm gonna blend again with the brow palette. But right now I'm just lining it like so. Tight lining it as well underneath the lashes. I'm not really creating a wing for this look. We're aiming for soft. And just a little black line on the outer corner, like V corner, and tight lining it once more. Now it's time to blend it with the eyebrow palette using the darkest shade of brown, using this liner brush that I have. It's also from Unique. This brush is so nice. It's also dual-ended. You can also use it for the brows for a natural look. Well, if you feel like doing a more high definition look, you can use the brow artist brush that they have. Okay, I'm really sorry about that. I really thought that I pressed record, but I didn't. I'm sorry. Alright, Now foundation on my face, mineral foundation, just blending it with this very soft brush designed for that. Liquid foundation to powder. It's time to blend it with this blending bud that is slightly moist. Okay, I'm adding a little more foundation because I'm not using any concealer, just foundation. Blending it like that to make my dark circles slightly disappear. Makeup is a beautiful illusion. I love it. Alright, pat, pat, pat for that very fine finish. And then you're ready to set it with powder. I always do one eye at a time so that it will have the less chance of creasing. I'm using my pressed powder foundation to set this right eye. I like to use a sponge like this one instead of a brush. Like the brush for me is for finishing, but this one is just, it really covers everything very finely. So onto the other eye, you dab the foundation, and when you're ready, you feel like it's ready, you can set it with your powder foundation. Yes, this pressed powder foundation is life. Look at that coverage. It just erased my face, making it a very nice canvas for drawing. I love to draw on my face. And this sponge is so cool. It's like an airbrush. There. Now I'm using my contour brush. Just really drawing the outline for where I'm going to draw some shadows and blend it later on. So it's a very cool brush. It's dual-ended as well. It's perfect for all these nooks and crannies in your face. My hairline is important for me. Jawline, under the cheekbone. Of course, when you're going for a daytime makeup, you can't use that much product. That's very unnatural. Okay, this other end of the brush is perfect for contouring the nose. This is my first time to use it with a powder, contour powder, and I'm very impressed. It's so soft, and it just follows the hollows of your facial bone, I guess. Alright, it's time to blend with a fluffy brush, big fluffy brush. The bigger the better. Blending is key to make things look really good. Now I'm just gonna drag that a little bit upward with a different shade of brown, just to sort of dilute the harsh dark brown. I don't know if that makes sense. Just blend it. Now onto the brows. I'm using a spoolie to brush all the hairs upward, and this double-ended brush that I used earlier for lining the eyes. Now I'm lining my eyebrows with the same brush. This liner brush is so cool. I'm just following my natural hairline. Now this is actually the brow artist brush. It's much slimmer, so it can really make sharp lines if you wish to have more definition. I just put wax on it to make things look a little darker and seal all the hair in place, so that even if I go swimming it will stay. This brow palette is very nice. It sets your hair and that's it. Now this pink stuff that I'm applying using the other end of the brow artist brush is used to conceal all the hairs, I guess, or used to add more definition to your eyebrows. It just makes things look sharper and cleaner. So you can use that to clean the edges of your brows if that's what you're going for. But if you're going for a more natural and fuller brow look, you can use the other brush, the liner brush, for that one. But right here, my goal is to do a little 90s look, like a thin eyebrow. Blend the edge so that it won't look very sharp and unnatural. Now I'm placing a powder foundation on top of the pink cream concealer to set it and also to clean the edges. Now you should always have a blending brush on hand to clean out the edges, and if you're going for a smoky look, this is very useful. It makes a lot of difference. Liner brush, again, is the star of the show. Not really going all the way, but only halfway, and then blending it with the other end of the brush. The shade is Chipper. Just a little smoking it out. See? So cool. Then blend. There. One more. Okay. Mascara. But for this look, because it's highly requested that I demonstrate how I put on my false eyelashes, I'm just gonna go ahead and put glue on the lashes and just placing them on top of my real lashes, I suppose, as close as the lashes. There. And then you need to press them on when they're a little dry. So when you put the glue, you let it dry for like a minute before you put it on your eye. There. Press it, position it, make sure it's comfortable. If you're gonna be wearing it the whole day, it should be comfortable, and if it's not, remove it and redo it. I don't usually use false lashes, but for the purpose of demonstrating it, that's how I do it. Blush on in the same shade, which is Seductive. I didn't really have time to blend. I'm running late. I'm so sorry. But now this is my luminizer, and I promise to blend later on. In the shade Lustrous. Now I'm just gonna blend everything before I set it with powder to make sure all lines are soft and not harsh. If you have a setting powder, that's also cool. But right now, I don't have time. I'm rushing, so I'm just gonna use this pressed powder. It's my favorite anyway. Okay, that was my phone's battery. It says it's low bat, so I'm gonna make it quick. This is my Splash liquid lipstick in the shade Stoic. It's one of my favorites. It's rusty brown, and it looks really pretty. It goes well with this eye look. Now this is the Behold setting spray. There. Sets my makeup. Just have to let it dry. And now you're off to go. It'll stay for long. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed. This is the complete look. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can also share. Well, see you next time.